It's time for another tale from the glass-guarded world. Ashley plays Tara Dane, the human fighter. Josh is Zartok, the tiefling wizard, and Gaston, the rogue and bard. Jessica is Coral Petrichor, the Genasi druid, and Mama Sass, the half-orc bard and barbarian. Chris plays Aster Fortuna, the half-drow rogue and bard extraordinaire. Most exciting of all, Bryan plays Paxton, the human cleric and fighter. He's back, everyone! The heroes have returned to the island of Vinorthen, home to the garden gnomes and the magic research complex that houses World 83. They had planned to check in on Paxton, but they were in for a pleasant surprise.
Bryan's here to play Paxton.
Oh my God! Now I feel terrible.
Yeah, Chris had some technical problems earlier, but we still don't know why it started working. It just did.
I have no idea.
Computers be like that.
Yeah, so you have given Paxton this staff, and he stirs and he opens his eyes. And what does he say?
He looks around the room and he sees everyone and he says,
I guess I should say who you see before I do anything else. So you see Tara is here, and you see Aster Fortuna is here, Tara Dane and Aster Fortuna, and you see Zartok is here. You remember Sheets.
Mm-hmm.
And Tara, did you bring anyone else with you? I mean, Coral's here, but I'll get to Coral in a moment. Did you bring any of the rest of the crew with you?
No.
No, okay. And then you also see what looks like a teenage girl with flaming red hair that sticks up above her head. And she's wearing this weird, leathery, fishy-like armor. And she's got this glimmering red, scaly shield. And she's got a tall staff with a spike on it. Or a weird-looking character you've never seen before.
Definitely.
And they're all standing around here looking at you.
So I just woke up.
You just woke up.
Okay. And I have a staff in my hands.
Yeah, you have a wooden staff in your hands, and you look at it, and it is a wooden staff with a single snake twirled around it, carved into the wood. It's a weird kind of symbol of some kind. You think you've seen it before, although it's been a while since you think you've seen it.
Is it like out of game? Is it like what's it called, a caduceus?
Yes,
okay.
It is. Yeah, it's not the double snake staff that you would see on Hermes.
So it's just a +1 snake staff.
That's right, the +1 snake staff. That's right.
Well, Paxton looks at the staff and he looks around at everyone and he goes, "Hey y'all, it's been a while. I think has it?"
Oh, wow, Paxton, we didn't. What did you learn?
A lot of stuff. He sits up and he puts his arms on the table and kind of shifts over to get up off the table. And as soon as he tries to leave the table, he just face plants onto the floor. He has not used his legs in a while.
I'll try and catch him.
Oh
no. Is that a dexterity throw of some sort to catch me?
Sure, make a dexterity check.
Okay. That was an 11.
Oh, sure. You prevent him from doing serious harm.
Hooray, okay. No falling damage.
Tara's gonna try and sit him back down on the bed and be like, maybe you should relax for a minute.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Hey, who's that? And he points at Coral.
Oh, this is our friend Coral. Coral, this is Paxton.
Hi. It's nice to meet you. I've heard lots of stories about you. If it's all right, could I do something for you?
Sure. Like what?
Coral cast heal.
Okay. Like the spell heal?
Like the spell heal. It's 70 HP.
Oh my gosh.
I
okay,
don't think,
so
I just tried to help him out.
Okay, so you cast the spell heal. Bryan, that thing that I had on there that reduced your strength by 2, I think you should just uncheck that.
Okay, I can do
in
that.
D&D Beyond.
I will remove Paxton's weakness from my inventory.
Yeah.
If I can find it. Where is
I got it. I just disabled. Well, I just disabled it on my end.
Okay, that's fine.
That was pointless of me to make that. Yeah, suddenly you feel restored.
Ah, that feels much better. Thanks. I like this one already.
Yeah, she's great. So this is weird, but we talked to the healer, and well, we didn't really have a long conversation, but he gave us that staff for you, that one right there that you have.
Oh, why me?
Well, I guess because he knows you and that you're his follower, and so he wanted to give that to you.
Paxton kind of holds the staff up and really inspects it closely, and he says, "The healer knows me."
Yeah, he asked for you.
Oh wow. Paxton's never talked to the healer directly, right?
No, I don't think so. I think you got some vibes when you were in the temple that was in the wizard complex, but I don't think you've spoken to him directly.
Paxton is pretty blown away by that. That's big news for him.
I think Paxton may have tried to talk to him or something before. I'm having a hard time remembering.
We did a communing spell or something like that before we fought the big worm thing.
Oh yeah. So but you definitely had some kind of connection, but you didn't have explicit back and forth communication.
Yeah, Paxton's a little jealous. But did the healer say I was supposed to do anything with this, or what?
Tara looks at Zartok.
So he just kind of came out of a hallway, gave me this staff, and said that, you showed great promise of being a follower of the healer, and to give this to you. He didn't tell me that you had to do anything. No strings attached staff, unlike the things that Tara got.
Wow, where you met the healer in a hallway? What hallway? That's cool.
Well, it was kind of up where all the gods are, apparently, or most of them. They live on this mountaintop, and we were up on the mountaintop. Some of the other.
It's called the God's Peak. It's not very inventive for names.
Burn.
It sounds like y'all have been getting up to a lot while I've been here taking a nap. I feel guilty.
It's been pretty busy.
Yeah. We'll have to catch up on what all's happened.
I should add that Bryan has not been listening to subsequent episodes, so which is not to criticize him. It's simply to point out that you will have to explain to him.
He knows nothing.
Just like you would have to explain to Paxton, right? What's going on, because he doesn't know.
So this whole time, Aster has been in shock of seeing this guy awake again, and hasn't really known how to engage in the conversation. And does Paxton look like he's gotten some fortitude back in him?
Yeah, he looks, after that heal spell, he looks like he feels quite a bit better.
You need some pizza. Lots of pizzas.
So my character looks at him, they're having this discussion, and he can't hold it anymore. And he's like, "Paxton, I missed you, buddy." And I try to give him a hug if he'll let me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Big time hug.
I give him
Big
a
old
hug.
bear hug.
I'm like, you're still strong, even though I'm just brittle. I missed you so much, man.
He hugs Aster big time and says, "I missed you too, buddy. I'm glad to see no harm has come to you."
Oh man, we really needed you.
Seems like you got a new healer on your hands.
Oh, hold on. There is something very different about Aster that
yes,
should notice.
Yes. Oh, yes. There's one important difference you notice immediately with Aster, and that is on the side of his face, he has a tattoo of a beautiful woman.
Would this be the Seafoam Wanderer?
Yes.
Hey, sweet face tat, bud.
Man, you do right away. I don't even have to spread her word to you. See, this is why we needed a religious cleric like yourself, so connected to the gods. You knew she's so beautiful, isn't she? Look, her waves ripple when I shake my face.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's some sweet tattoo work.
Yeah, he does other things, but you know.
Is that the same place where we got our last tattoos?
It was.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you guys got it there. Yeah. I wasn't with you on the first journey.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just missed our talks, man. I've had a lot of talks with people, but our talks were like philosophical and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more of them. I think I might be done sifting through memories for a little while. It's need to take some time to kind of let them settle, you know?
Yeah. Oh, let me let you go. And I back away, and I'm like, all right, tell us about that. What's been going on with you?
Obviously there's a lot of dreams to sift through, and it's kind of weird to look for your own memories that you don't remember, but I have been able to piece together some bits about my past, at least. Makes me feel a little bit more whole.
I hand you a piece of jerky.
Jerky?
Yeah. You're looking thin, buddy.
Paxton immediately starts chewing on it and talking with his mouth full. It's a lot of personal information, but is there anything specific that you want to know?
Do you have a better understanding of who you are now? A Frith of the...
Yeah, I feel a little bit better about the whole Frith situation, because it appears that even though I was a big-time jerk to the people of the Great Forest, I don't think that it was quite my fault. You remember how I thought that I was an observer for a while? Because I had that big dent in the back of my head?
Yeah.
I was an observer, but not necessarily a good one. It was kind of malfunctioning, I guess you could say, and it kind of rotted my brain and made me act like a bit of a jerk. So still I'm the one who did it, and they all think that I'm the person who did all those terrible things, and I gotta own up to that. But at least there's an explanation. At least it wasn't really me in my heart doing it, you know?
So, do we still call you Paxton, or are you Quia?
I'm all of it, but I think because my memories really start after breaking that stone, all these other memories, it's like seeing a memory of yourself, but not having it, you know? Like, it feels like it's something I watched happening to someone else that looked just like me, so I still feel like I'm Paxton, even though I know that I'm Quia, you know?
You definitely seem still like Paxton to me, so that makes sense. How do you feel about, like, do you need a shower and maybe a real meal? Because I know that shower's never your favorite, but it's been a while, like a really long while.
Paxton kind of sniffs his armpit a little bit and says, I suppose if someone tells you to shower, then maybe you should. So, yeah, I'm down.
Great. And, oh man, we've got to show you our Spelljammer.
Oh, a what now?
Oh, you weren't on the ship, huh? So there's this ship, and it flies in the sky, and I'm captain of the ship, and this is Zartok here is our pilot, and we have a ship now. Was
this the same ship that we found Zartok in?
Yeah.
Okay,
it works.
Oh, it works. You can fly it now.
Yeah, we fly it.
Oh wow, that makes traveling easier. Have you got to explore much of this world?
Too much. It's a weird place. Yeah.
No glass walls.
No glass walls at all. But weird things.
That's good. I don't think my brain can handle finding out that we're in another jar. That's cool. I'm reacting to a picture of the Spelljammer that Mike's sharing for audio reasons.
You saw the tattoo picture, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
It is lovely. I love the idea of Aster having a giant face tattoo. How do people react to that? Do they think he's like a criminal that got in jail or something?
I think most people aren't sure what to do, so they just don't comment.
I charm my way through the weird thing on my face.
Does it add to your charisma?
No, it
takes from
my
it.
charisma.
Awesome. Love it.
But it has some compensating benefits.
It gave me some wisdom, though.
Well, that's good.
I'm like
That's
a
good.
mini acolyte now. Mini cleric acolyte.
So you're following the Seafoam Wanderer and her teachings?
Yes, I'm trying to spread her word across the land.
What's her word? What does she teach?
She wants to spread love to everyone. Like, to an extreme amount. But, which is always nice. I don't agree necessarily with all of it. But Seafoam Wanderer seems like a wonderful god, and so I have no problem getting some more people on board the love wagon.
Absolutely. Who could argue with love?
Exactly,
Yeah.
Also, do you want me to make you smell like lavender? I can use Hold on. I haven't said this in a second.
Please do.
Hold on. Hold on, no, this is Chris now. Prestidigitation? Did I say it right?
No.
Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation?
You so annoying! Prestidigitation. That one.
No, that was closer.
Press.
That was close.
Yes.
Press.
Oh, yes.
Press.
Yes, madam.
Press.
She's not saying Chris.
She's
Oh,
saying
Christopher.
Press.
What?
Oh, press.
Press.
Press. Ta.
Dig.
Presta. Dig.
Tation.
Tation. Press.
Ta.
Dig.
Dig.
Tation.
Tation.
Prestidigit. Why does that happen?
Exactly
It's
like the meme.
my tongue like slaps the wrong side of my mouth.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna move past it.
Oh,
the
boy.
P word. Would you like me to use the P on you?
I didn't know making Paxton smell better was going to be such a pressing matter.
No, I just, Tara said that you might smell or something. I don't know if do we smell anything?
Yeah, he probably smells like somebody who's been laying there for a while. Although the gnomes have come down from time to time, and not the gnomes, I guess actually the Olgibar staff has come down from time to time to check on him and make sure he's okay.
Oh, gotcha.
Some sponge baths, huh?
Yeah. And so a little bit of cleaning. Here is a comic that Brandon did for us.
I see. He's got the face tat and everything.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Poor Chris.
So yeah, I can do the P on you.
No.
You're going to really need a shower after that.
No, the P smell. The P smell.
What?
Yeah.
No.
I think we might lose our family-friendly podcast
Yeah.
rating after this.
No. I mean the prestige smell. It starts with
Yeah.
a P. Would you like to smell?
Prestige me, bro.
Yes. I'm gonna make you smell like lavender with like a hint of a nice ale in there.
Would that be okay, Tara?
I actually am not really partial to lavender, but it's an improvement.
Are you still kind of the captain, Tara?
I'm fully the captain.
Fully
yes.
the captain. Well, what do you want me to smell like, Captain?
Just fresh would be fine.
Ooh, I'm gonna make you smell like soap.
Yeah, that'll be good.
The circlet of leadership says, this is the best part about being the leader.
That's what people smell like. Who knew?
It occurs to you whenever Paxton is saying that he legitimately doesn't know what a good smell would be and is looking for guidance.
All right, well, I'm going to assume you're able to prestidigitate a decent smell up for Paxton.
Yeah, like soap. I'll make him smell
Sure.
like soap.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, well, what do you want to do? Paxton is awake.
Yeah, this is mind blowing. I think we need to get him some food. I feel like that's probably important. Some real solid food, and check on World 83.
Okay.
And try and fill him in on just a whole lot of stuff. Like, oh my god, that's so much stuff.
Oh, there's vampires.
What?
Yeah, there's things called vampires. And one day we will fight them, Paxton. You and me fighting the darkness.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you about that
I've
later.
never heard of vampires up to this point, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know
just
much
gibberish
about
to
them,
me.
but they sound enticing.
Yeah? Well, I mean, you must not like them too much if you want us to fight them.
I've been told they're dark and evil. And who better to fight them than somebody with a little bit of religious oomph, but then somebody with a lot of, that spice that's nice.
Yeah, Paxton draws out his sword and he's like, let's get him. And then as he draws it out, it kind of flies out of his hands. Because he's still, even though he's been healed, his muscle reflexes are kind of dulled.
All
That
right.
makes sense.
All right. Well, you climb back up the stairs. Anything else you want to do while you're down here?
I want to make sure that Paxton has, I assume that whenever he sat down on the table, he took off his armor and his backpack
Right.
and all this stuff. So I want to make sure that he's gathered all of his belongings and donned his armor and everything before he leaves the room.
We sold that,
Oh, you
dude.
had-
Oh, boy.
Do we need to step out of the room?
No, he just has to put his armor on. Yeah. I mean, and I think you guys actually had some of his stuff.
We took some of it. We didn't take his armor
Right,
and his
weapons
all
and
that
He
stuff,
took my
yeah.
backpack.
Yeah.
Yes, we that's
You,
yep.
you took my
No, we didn't.
backpack.
Yep.
You hey, hold on. You said we could have it. You don't remember this? I know it was a while ago.
Wait,
yeah.
wait. I think I got it. Coral rummages around in the bag of holding and pulls his backpack out of the bag of holding. Because why not?
Yeah.
Nice.
Here you
go. If it's all the same to you and it just fits inside the bag of holding and it doesn't, heavily encumber you like it would me, then
yeah.
maybe you can hold on to it because when I wear my backpack, my movement is 10 feet.
That
You let me
sounds
know
smart.
if you need anything out of it. I can. This little bag's real fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Coral shoves
There's a hole in it.
Oh, no, this is the one without a hole.
No, this is a good one.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have one with a hole and one without a hole.
Super.
You're not carrying the one with the hole inside the one without the hole, are you?
Oh no.
Because that would...
No, that's very bad.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, what happens?
Things go boom.
Yeah, things explode.
yeah.
Things go boom. So we don't want to combine two bags of holding.
I can't imagine why you would need to, but I was just wondering. I've never thought of it.
Meloria? The lady
Melidia?
that was done? Melidia, thank you. Did Melidia say anything? Did she chime in at all with this ruckus?
No, but
I believe she's asleep.
she's now sitting up in the bed watching all of you from the other side of the room, or from the middle of the room.
Paxton wants to walk over to Melidia and kind of sit down in front of her and tell her thank you for helping him sift through all the memories.
So, you're awake. Wonderful. I hope that was helpful for you.
So, Melidia, would you have any advice for me on how to do basically what we've been doing, but from one of the oculuses, where the observer's memories are stored?
You need merely go to the Oculus and activate it, and when you do, you will see all the recorded memories.
Paxton looks at Tara and he says, you said you all were going back to World 83, right?
We're gonna go check on it, yeah.
Alright, do you mind if I tag along?
You are more than welcome.
Alright. Melidia, thank you so much for helping me, reintegrate all of my memories. Is there anything that you would like for me to do while I'm going back outside of this room?
I don't need anything, dear. All my needs are taken care of by my manservant there. And the flesh golem bows and says,
Paxton bows to the flesh golem and goes, "Bleh," to you too, bud.
it stands up and looks slightly offended, but it lets it go.
Yeah. Wonder if I just said something really offensive in flesh golemese. That guy looks like he's not a big fan of me, so maybe we should hit the road.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Paxton's walking with them, but he's inspecting the staff really closely and trying to see if he gets any vibes from it.
It feels comfortable in your hand. It feels like it, I'll just straight up tell you, mechanically it can act as a holy symbol, and it probably has other abilities that you can figure out over time.
Maybe with an identify spell?
Like maybe with an identify spell, sure.
Did y'all spend all my pearls?
I knew it.
Impossible.
I had quite the wealth of pearls. I hope there's a few left.
There are pearls.
Awesome. Alrighty then. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
All right.
So you walk up the stairs, past all the other floors, past divination and abjuration and administration.
Zartok would take that detour hallway, Mike, to the port.
Oh, okay.
You know, because he's not as interested in World A3.
Okay.
That's just like a whatever to him. So
Zartok
he
takes a
says-
detour?
Yeah, he said to Paxton real quick. He'll say, "Paxton, it really is good to see you that you're doing okay. I kind of feel stupid, but I just take this." And he rips out a page of his journal and he hands it to Paxton, and then he goes down the hallway.
Okay.
Huh.
Interesting. Sheets gave me a sheet. Cool. What's
What's on the
what
sheet?
does it say?
On the sheet is just a bunch of sleep-related puns.
Oh man.
He actually read some of those to you when you were sleeping, and you smiled a little bit, but now you can actually read them if you want. So Zartok heads off down this corridor that you know heads toward the Spelljammer port.
Catch up with you later, I guess, Zartok.
Say,
Bye, sheets.
That was weird.
Well, it's Zartok. It's not that weird.
That's true.
Is he going back to his ship or what's he doing?
I don't know.
Nah, ship's not parked over there. We parked it in the village.
I have a question, a Josh question. I hate to interrupt. Is Bryan back? Hashtag Bryan back?
Yeah, I really want to know. It's been nagging at
Is
me.
this a guestie or a backsy?
Bryan is back for at least a little while. Let's put it
Oh,
that
okay.
way.
Oh.
Boo! Bring Bryan back.
Oh,
Wait, it sounds like you're booing that I'm back.
I think
Where
he
I'm doing the temporary
short-term
backness.
part.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
and I was yeah, the part where you're here for a while.
Yeah, we'll see how that all works out. But at least for a little bit, Bryan is back. By popular demand,
Nice.
too. I had several people
Yes.
join the
Yeah,
Discord
man.
and say how disappointed they were that Paxton was gone,
Yep.
including
Yes.
one parent who said that they were listening to the podcast with their child. I think their child was 7, and they said the
Yes.
child was just brokenhearted when Paxton left.
Aw.
Oh,
Yes,
now
you
I
were a
can-
7-year-old's favorite.
Now I can disappoint them with my return.
And then your departure again, if you have to go again. We'll see. So you continue up out of the complex. You move past those illusionary doors where the guards are standing there, and you walk out of the Hall of Scholars. You walk over to the Hall of Worlds, and as you're doing that, you see a couple familiar figures walking toward you. You see, first of all, you see Vizier Olgibar, who's walking toward you inside this fortress here, this wizard research fortress. And next to him is a short figure, about a foot tall, maybe a little taller, made of rags. They're both walking toward your group, and Olgibar says, "Oh, there they are, over there." And Lumpin says, "Oh, look. Hi, Paxton.
Hey, Lumpin, how you been, bud?
I'm great. What are you doing here? I didn't know you were up."
Well, I am up, but I do not know what I'm doing here yet. I guess we'll find out.
Wow, it's so good to see you. I've learned a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah?
I learned how to steal things, and then I learned that I shouldn't steal things
No, equivalent exchange. Equivalent
unless I
exchange.
give them something, right? And
Yes, yes.
I learned how to fly a ship. I like to fly straight in a straight line. And I learned how to cast some spells.
Yeah?
I've learned lots of things.
What kind of spells can you cast?
I can cast Sending and Firebolt, and I can cast a bunch of stuff.
Well, yeah, those are all super handy spells. I'm proud of you. And he gives him some rag noogies. Says that's growth.
Oh, wow. It's great to see you, Paxton. Well, I was on the ship, and Vizier Olgibar here came by, and he said that he wanted to take a tour of the ship. And I said I couldn't do that without the captain's permission. So I thought I'd come find the captain. And so here you are. Hi, Captain.
Oh, hi, Lumpin.
I can't
Hi,
wait.
Vizier Olgibar.
Hello, Tara. Good to see all of you. I was wondering, I heard from the gnomes that your ship had landed, and I wondered if I could take a tour of it.
He doesn't.
Yes, you can take a tour on the ship. Do you think perhaps while we go on the ship, you could maybe give us an update on what's happening in World 83?
Oh, certainly. That's easily done and quickly done. Of course. Yeah, it's just turns out it's all a big misunderstanding, just some confusion. Nothing to worry about. Everything seems to be sorted. Everything in the Magistracy seems under control, and the Iron Emperor is still the Iron Emperor and still in charge of the Empire, and I'm not a big fan, but everything seems under control.
What was the misunderstanding? Why did they think there was a doppelganger?
Well, this group of... you know Moon, of course. Moon the Immortal. And he has this group of... he has this group of little rag columns, you see.
Yes.
And they apparently got into some sort of conflict with an intruder in Moon's tower there in World 83. And he gave them some kind of misleading information or tried to trick them. I don't know exactly what was going on, but something about there being doppelgangers and the Iron Emperor being a doppelganger. But it's, well, I don't want to talk about this stuff too much out here, perhaps. I don't want to frighten the gnomes that are around in case any of them get worried. You know, they're easily frightened. I'll tell you what. I'll wait back at the meeting hall and give you an update. You do your business, and then we can go on that tour of the ship, and I'll tell you what you need to know.
Can I insight check?
I would like to insight check, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that seems fishy to me too.
Uh-huh.
And I think I'll let Coral do the insight check for what we all are feeling about Olgibar, but I want to do a different insight check on Olgibar.
Okay. Roll your insight checks.
And of mine is specifically to see if, because he left in a very annoyed and disagreeable way with Tara. I just want to see where his feelings are.
Go ahead and roll your... you're using your passive insight, or are you rolling your insight, Chris?
Oh, I was going to roll. Unless you think...
Go ahead and roll.
My passive insight will be not as high as my... I mean, my passive won't be... This roll wasn't as high as my passive.
Okay, just give me your passive then.
20.
Yeah, he seems not at all annoyed with your group or Tara specifically.
Interesting.
19.
19. He does not seem to be lying.
Okay. Does he seem... I've met him before, right?
Yep.
He seems like himself?
Yep. Oh, in fact...
Because there are doppelgangers running around.
In fact, I forgot. I almost forgot. I remembered here at the last minute.
Genuine Shaunmakes artwork.
Here we go. Shaunmakes artwork of Olgibar. There's Vizier Olgibar.
I love it.
He looks beautiful.
He live streamed drawing it. It was impressive.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Oh, I missed that one.
Yep.
Oh, that posture's hurting my back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. He's an older orc.
How does he walk?
I never thought of a bald orc.
No, well, maybe a bald one intentionally, but not a balding.
Yeah.
I personally love those chops.
Yes,
for
those
sure.
are some serious
Those
mutton
chops
chops.
are killing it.
And eyebrows.
And eyebrows, yep.
Those are eyebrows?
I assume so.
There's a like headband, and below it are very black
Oh, that's what it is.
eyebrows. He
That
dyes
makes
his
more sense.
eyebrows.
I guess so.
It's an orc culture, according to Sean.
Just his eyebrows.
Okay.
He got a box of just for orcs.
Anyway, there's Vizier Olgibar. Thank you, Sean, for yet another cool piece of art.
Very cool.
Yeah, so he says, I'll await you at the meeting hall.
Okay.
And so Lumpin says, what should I do? Go back to the ship?
Oh, what do you want to do, Lumpin?
I don't know. I guess I want to see Paxton.
Yeah, you can come with us.
Okay. So Lumpin will walk along with you. You walk across the courtyard to the Hall of Worlds, open the big doors.
Did they get anything from those insight rolls? Did I miss that?
He's not lying, and he seems like himself.
And he and he seems not to be irritable with Tara.
He doesn't feel like he's angry. Just,
Sure.
He doesn't seem to be lying with our rolls.
oh no.
You walk into the Hall of Worlds. You can see stretching away from you this long hallway with these openings on either side where there are little glass worlds, one after another. And you walk down the passageway, and eventually you get to World 83, and there it is. There are two guards standing here. One of them is a guard you've met before named Braille, and another one is a guard you've met but hasn't appeared before named Brock. And they are standing there, and they salute you. And Braille says, everything seems fine here. No one has come out of the world since Olgibar came out. Everything seems fine. No one's gone in.
Great. Paxton, you wanted to look into it, or
Yeah.
what was it, Melidian, you were talking about?
Yeah, the weird sun ring thing that we call the Oculus.
Yeah. Let me re-explain that. That seems to be something I have not explained well. So there's the sun, which is a ring on top, and then on the side there's like a microscope lens or something that you can look through, and that's the Oculus. The Oculus is a little peephole with lenses attached that you can look through.
Yeah, so I wanted to check out the Oculus. You remember how I was telling you that that Frith was an observer of sorts?
Yeah.
It appears that after a couple of failed revolts, they stuck me inside World 83 as an observer, even though they knew that I wasn't really compatible with these gyms. And that's what drove me a little bit crazy. And because I was inside the world, I didn't have access to my memories inside the world whenever I was on that table sifting through all the memories with Melidia. So I believe the only way that I can access Frith's memories are maybe bits and pieces of anything that I can find saved to this Oculus. So I just want to see if I can grab those real quick. And he tries to access the Oculus.
Okay. So you stand on a little platform next to it, and you look through this Oculus. It is hard to see through the glass due to its thickness, but as you look through this device, it's almost as though you're back inside the container, looking down on the world from on high. In fact, this viewing port can be adjusted, allowing you to point the lens at different parts of the world. It does not seem to allow you to adjust the magnification very much. You can definitely make out the large number cities, 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as Arrival, covered in tarps in the middle. Other inhabited areas are more conspicuous by their effect on the natural landscape rather than being directly observable. You can see roads cut through forests, and large farming areas are visible as patchworks of huge rectangles. And as you're looking through the tube, you realize there is a light flashing off to the side in your peripheral vision.
I'm not sure how I would access that light, but I'm going to maybe look at it and try to focus on it.
Yeah, so as you look at this light, it's coming from some glowing lettering that says, "Buffer overfloweth, interface visage as shown." And below that, there's an illustration showing a cylinder and a person looking through it with a hand on either side of the tube.
Trying to make out what that would mean. Is that implying that I need to hold the glass in some certain way in order to...
It looks like this tube you're looking through, it looks like it's saying you need to put one of your hands on each side of it.
I do that.
Okay. You suddenly hear a voice in your head, and it says,
"Prepareth for remembrance anon."
And your mind is suddenly filled with a flood of images and sounds, many of them unpleasant. Loud battles dominate, but here are also scenes of political intrigue taking place in various courts and councils, scenes of large ships launching, and tall towers being erected. Almost all of them seem to present the scenes as though the viewer were not actually part of the action, but some distance away, watching others. The deluge of information is beginning to get overwhelming. It's hard to keep focused on what you're seeing and hearing. Your head is beginning to hurt. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay. For some reason, my computer's being very slow with the D&D Beyond dice rolls.
Well, if necessary, yeah, we've had problems with it in the past. If necessary, roll physical dice and add your bonus.
Yeah, I keep forgetting what all my bonuses are.
It's been a minute, so that's fair.
Yeah.
I think it's been longer than that.
You got a 21.
I did get a
says
21.
The game one.
21. All right. So the scenes continue to flash, but the number of viewpoints gradually shrink. Eventually, it settles down to perhaps 10 people traveling around the world. It's pretty easy to see the spread and growth of population inside this glass container and the growth of buildings and other infrastructure. You get a sense of growing dread and anger from the remaining perspectives. Your head is now throbbing in pain. You feel as though it might explode with information. Make an intelligence saving throw.
Alrighty. At 24.
Excellent. The scenes continue to narrow to fewer perspectives. You realize that one of these perspectives is more involved with events than the others. In fact, wherever it seems to go, the perspectives of the others seem to follow, and then they stop. Most of these perspectives provide their last report from the Great Forest. Eventually, there is only one viewpoint left, and it repeatedly provides Little more than bizarre, unhinged ranting, usually from inside a cave. The images suddenly stop. You cannot immediately recall all the things you just saw, but you feel that they are all in your head somewhere. You are reeling from a painful headache, but it seems to be slowly subsiding.
Yeah, I think I get the gist of what happened. Well, got what I came for.
I should add that Athelflaed, I think, looked through the Oculus when you guys first exited the world and had a similar flashback, but didn't persist all the way to the end. And also, she's Athelflaed, so she didn't coherently communicate anything that just happened.
Yeah, Paxton isn't going to say necessarily what he saw out loud, but just kind of talking through what his interpretation is. It sounds like in the beginning there were lots of reporters, which Paxton learned is the word that they have for observers from, outside of World 83. Like, that's what they're properly called. And they had those gems in their head to record what's going on, what they see, and kind of upload those memories to that Oculus. And so it seems like there were probably lots of reporters inside this world. I think what we knew about the setting whenever we first started is that people didn't trust reporters because they were always where bad things were happening, so they tried to attack them. So probably the number of reporters dwindled over time, and that's why we saw different viewpoints until the very end, where there was just the one viewpoint in the Great Forest and in the cave, and I'm pretty sure that was Frith.
That is an accurate assessment, I think. Okay, so what do you want to do now?
Wow, it's a lot.
So, was that? Did you learn anything, Paxton?
Yeah, I got what I came for. Stuff related to Frith, which I'm not super jazzed to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, does everything look okay in the world?
When I looked through the Oculus down, did it look about like what I expected?
Yeah, everything looks pretty good. In fact, you notice that things seem to be green and healthy. There are crops growing all across the free cities. The rivers are functional again because, your group fixed them. Everything seems fine.
Yeah, everything looks better than what I remember. So, I don't know. I guess we saved one world.
Yeah, speaking of, we went into the whole wizard complex to get the wand shards.
Yeah, how'd that turn out? Did you get that one back to Lavarion?
So, yes.
Oh, great.
Turns out it wasn't good. Because then Lavarion just opened a bunch of portals and some giants came out and almost killed Zartok and I. And then he, flew off to go get some revenge on some people or something. Anyway, you know how he was a dragon?
Yeah.
Apparently he's not.
Huh.
Apparently he's just really known for tricking people and he's an elf and and so he has an army where he's attacking certain cities down on the belt, which is kind of where all the cities are on this planet now. They're just kind of a big landmass in the center, and so we gotta go get that back. So that's what we've been working on.
Okay.
He's not groovy. Not a groovy elf.
Yeah, turns out not a great guy.
So it seemed like this bigger world outside of 83 was having the opposite problem, where 83 was heating up. This bigger world is cooling down too much. Is that?
No, it's heating up here too.
Oh,
that's why there's so much water everywhere, because of the ice melting and flooding everything, and so we were gonna cool it with the wand. That was the plan, but turns out we gave the wand to a maniac.
Uh-huh. Well, that happens. Don't take it too personally.
Yeah.
So is Lavarion I don't know, the big bad guy that y'all are trying to defeat right now?
I think there's a lot of big bad
There's
guys.
a lot, yeah.
Okay.
Lavarion is one of them, and he's starting all kinds of ruckus. We made a whole kingdom angry at us. And we
That was a misunderstanding. It was fine.
Yeah, it was clearly a misunderstanding. Oh, the most important thing, Paxton. Oh my God.
Yeah?
How did we not even consider saying this to you? We have a name.
Yeah?
Yes.
We're the Glass Guardians now.
I love it. It's
But
perfect.
we might also change the name to the Foamy Defenders. We're still workshopping.
No,
We're not.
No.
We're not doing that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-mm. No.
We did have a discussion that wasn't a name we liked.
So even though Tara's the captain now, you're still not settled on the terrorists?
We just don't feel like it conveyed the right meaning.
Well, you did give a pretty powerful arcane artifact to a maniac, so maybe.
It was unintentional.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, he came here, showed up, knew that we were going to show up on the day we showed up. Still don't have that explained. He seemed like he was a decent guy. The thing is, apparently, people on this planet are just really tricky.
Yeah. Dealing with people has never been my strong suit. So I'm sure you did a better job with it than I would have. So if Lavarian's creating a ruckus with that wand of cold out on the belt, what are y'all going back to World 83 for?
Oh, we didn't want to go back to the world unless we had to, but there was this kind of discussion about doppelgangers, and my whole family's in a rival still, and if the Empire was going to bring war to a rival, then I would have to intervene.
So do you all have things that you need to do inside World 83?
Well,
I don't think any of us are planning to go into the world.
yeah.
I might.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I've got some unfinished business, even though I don't necessarily feel like it was Paxton who did all those things in the Great Forest, I still harmed a lot of people, caused a lot of issues, and I feel like I need to set that straight before I can really deal with anything else, Seeing all this stuff has really reinforced what a jerk I was and what problems I caused.
You're going to go on an apology tour?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
How would that work, though, Paxton? That must be a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it does sound like a lot now that you say it. And I'm not sure that they're going to want to hear my apology, but I got to at least give it to them,
Wouldn't it be better if you fixed all the things that are going on up here, and then your apology tour kind of had that special cherry on top of, and I have a whole new world for you to settle?
That I helped save.
Yeah, I could see that too. If the plan isn't for me to go back into 83, then what are y'all got on the docket after this then?
That's a really interesting question, isn't it?
We're gonna kill an elf.
Yeah, if you want me to break my plans, you gotta supply me with a better plan.
Well, we talked about going after Lavarian, but he might be going after the Neogi, so we don't necessarily want to stop him.
Okay, so the Neogi are people who enslave others, and we've had a lot of run-ins with them, and
Not really.
but then we have.
No, we haven't. You haven't seen any.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, no, we've run into a lot of slavers. We haven't run into whatever the Neogi look like.
You've heard them
some
described
kind
as
of
spiders.
bug people. Yeah.
They're from space.
Yes.
Coral points up.
Huh?
The Neogi, they came here on Spelljammers from not on this planet. Sat plant. Do you know planet? I don't know. I don't know what you know from. So we're on a planet. It's one particular. We're orbiting a
Landmass?
star. I don't know how to explain this.
Like bottles?
Yeah.
It's like a bottle, but without the glass around it. We've
So-
got an atmosphere around us.
Okay, so there's more beyond this too, huh? I know
yeah.
we went to Sigil. We went there, and that freaked me out quite a bit. I don't know. I don't have a pretty good idea of what'd you say, the cosmology of this situation.
That's another plane, so that's a whole other thing.
Well, yeah.
A plane like this, like Zartok's plane.
No. Like another place that's kind of beside, but not. It's weird. It's hard to describe.
It doesn't make any sense to me either. But that's unimportant. So we got the Tharium, we got the slavers. Then, and I haven't really told all you guys this yet, but the gods, Skyfather, he gave me this sphere, and like Terra just kind of takes out the Skyfather's bolt, which is like it's
a javelin
crackling with lightning,
it's crackling with electricity.
And when he gave it to me, I think he kind of put a spell on me, like the one that the far off one put on Zartok.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, when he told me to kind of spread worship of him around, he did that. So,
I mean,
I don't know if he's that great. I mean, he's great.
It did seem like a rather abrupt change when you started praising him so much.
Take some psychic damage.
Yeah, that reminds me. Yesterday, you didn't do anything to promote worshiping Skyfather, so you got to take some psychic damage for yesterday.
Oh, I have to do it daily, even though I didn't see anyone?
Yeah, that's 9, 15, 20, 27 points of psychic damage yesterday.
Dang.
Okay. Just so you know, Tara looked awful this morning when she woke up.
So, let me rewind a little bit. It sounds like both Tara and Aster met their heroes and found them.
He is not my hero.
Well, found the gods that they worship.
Mine was pleasant.
Didn't worship him either. He just just tried to give me a thing, and I was like, that looks cool. And then turns out there was a side effect.
You didn't read the terms and conditions, did you?
It wasn't presented with a paper.
Mine seemed fine.
Do I know how to fix this, Mike?
I guess it depends on whether someone tells you it's a guess or not.
Zartok's not there to tell me these things,
Right.
so.
Right.
Okay.
Wait, but Zartok told me, right?
Yeah, he did tell you that it's a guess. That's true.
I mean, I could probably figure out a way to fix this, but I'm going to need some more information. We'll talk to Zartok later.
Yeah, he said it was a gash.
Do I know enough information about a guess to...
Make an Arcana check.
Good. That's an unnatural 20.
All right. Yeah, you know what a guess is, and you know that there are some straightforward ways to get rid of it, including the simplest, which is remove curse.
Of course, that's the kind of nonsense that he would pull. I'm going to touch Tara on the shoulder and cast Greater Restoration.
Oh, all right. Even better. Yeah, so the effect is removed.
Is this you're saying, is it the Geas?
Yes, that is apparently pronounced Gesh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And as you do that, the javelin disappears.
Yeah.
Dang it, man.
I didn't really think about that. Sorry, Tara.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, it's okay. I clearly wouldn't have had it if I never accepted it in the first place. And, I really, really kind of hurt yesterday because I didn't really run into anyone or say anything about him. And, it was not a good time.
It's a little silly, Skyfather, if you're out there, taking away our weapon to fight this crazy elf man and also hurting our friend.
I gotta tell you, Aster, I'm not sure they actually hear you. They seem to not be very knowledgeable about anything, so I'm not sure they actually know what's really happening.
Yeah, maybe you can only contact them through their temples.
I mean, the healer seemed real nice. He didn't put anything on Paxton's staff, but we just...
Or did he?
we don't know that yet.
I'm gonna reach over, touch Paxton's shoulder, and again cast Greater Restoration, just in case.
All right, you don't feel any different.
Okay.
And, I mean, we're throwing around all these, defamatory statements about the gods, but Seafoam Wanderer is pretty cool. She's amazing.
Didn't she try to give you something too?
Yeah, but I said, I didn't accept it. But there's nothing to say that she was going to gash me.
Tara's face says it all, which is,
Now, Aster, earlier, didn't you say that the Seafoam Wanderer had some teachings that you didn't necessarily agree with?
It just felt
Aster's
like...
had a hard time in love lately.
Is he trying to date the Seafoam Wanderer?
No, it was a whole other thing.
No, man, Paxton. So the Seafoam Wanderer wanted all the love. But I feel like if you're all love and you're blinded only by love, then that can't be all good all the time. It's like with me. I almost got killed by some crazy lady who sucked the life out of me and threw me over a ship. And I was going to die if Coral didn't save me. It was insane, and she made me feel like she cared about me, and it was all a charade. Love is hard.
Yeah, I mean, if you're saying she's all love, I mean, love doesn't really exist without, like, the opposite to give it meaning, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not that she's bad or anything, I feel like there's more layers than all love.
Oh, and then, just one more thing to catch you up. We also have this goddess of magic, the far off one.
Oh, yeah,
and
that
she
lady.
has this whole plan that would actually fix things.
Maybe.
But it would just mean that anyone who wants to use arcane magic would have to pray to her to do it. And so that wouldn't cause heat anymore. So bam, that problem solved. But then apparently she tried to do something with Coral that...
she tried to kill me.
Yeah, or stopped a fate from happening. I don't know. She cut a string.
I don't like her, Paxton. She gives me a very ominous feeling.
He doesn't like her because Seafoam Wanderer doesn't like her.
Zartok's a big fan, though. I don't get it.
I don't
think Zartok's a big fan.
Maybe they should greater restoration Zartok.
Oh, that might not be a bad idea.
But she is the only one with an actual solution that isn't, well, technically it is get people to pray to me, which is every other god solution also. But, this one also affects arcane magic. So,
It's a mess.
I guess we should talk to Olgibar and then go find out what's up with Zartok.
Okay.
Because we're not going to leave without him. He's kind of our best pilot.
Okay, what is Zartok doing?
Zartok is studying the two spelljammers in the port, the ones that were left there, what kind of looking over what they need in order to be restored, and maybe they could be combined, the parts of them, to make one working spelljammer or both completely restored. That's what he's currently doing.
All right. Well, the two spelljammers that he's looking at, one is a
butterfly-shaped thing that has fallen from the ceiling.
Right.
And the other is a fish that is rotting in some water, I think, partially submerged.
Yeah, so the first one, I'm trying to figure out if it is a flitter or I think it's a man of war. Yeah, I think it's a elven man of war, which is a decent-sized ship. It's pretty big. It looks like it would have a crew... Yeah, of up to 60 people, so a pretty big ship. And then the other one, I think, is a tradesman. I think that's the fishy ship. Yeah, the fishy ship is a tradesman. And that is a smaller ship, 25-ton ship, crew of up to 25. So it's not that much bigger than your current ship. Both of them have an intact spelljammer helm inside them, although the ships themselves are in bad shape. But you could fix them with some effort.
Okay.
All right, so that's what Zartok's working on. The rest of you, you're walking over to the meeting hall then?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk over to the meeting hall. You can see there are guard gnomes running happily around doing their business. They're selling and buying things, dealing with the refugees, so working with the refugees, selling and buying to and from them from World 83. It seems to be a happy, functional little village here. And... the meeting hall has been repaired from the various fights that have taken place in and around it. And you can see there's a guard standing outside, a human guard. I'll just say it's Brock. I'll say Brock is standing guard there. the guy who was a standing guard at World 83. They move them around from time to time. So Brock is standing there, and you go inside the meeting hall, and you can see that the only people in here right now, you can see that your friends Clotilda and Bimble are in here, and they're serving Olgibar some food, and he is seated at one of the benches in here eating some lunch. And he says, "Oh, yes, come in. I'm so glad to see you again. Welcome. Come back in the meeting hall where it's warm, and would you like something to eat?"
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even notice before that. I didn't acknowledge before that you're here. What was your name again?
Paxton. Yeah.
Yes, of course, Paxton. Of course, I knew that. Paxton, it's wonderful to see you again. I suppose that you're feeling better.
Yeah. I'm feeling okay. How about you?
I'm wonderful. Never felt better. My back causes a little trouble from time to time. In any case, I was wondering, perhaps I could have a tour of your Spelljammer. And I see your wizard is not here.
Not right now.
Well, I was wondering if maybe he could teach me how to fly one of them. It seems amazing. Maybe it's something that we could use in World 83.
Oh.
I don't know how you'd get one in there.
I think you'd have to build one inside.
Ship in a bottle.
Yes, a ship in a bottle. Very clever.
I don't know. Why would World 83 need a flying
we could
ship?
Fly around inside, couldn't we?
Yes.
And we could bring people out of the world, and they could fly around out here. It seems like an incredibly useful thing.
That's true. We could get some people who wanted to migrate out here to this world out with a flying ship.
Exactly.
But,
But what?
the only thing when I think about the Spelljammers, I think about these ships that can traverse any distances and for use for exploration. And just, our world is so small in World 83.
I just think you could maybe break the bottle if a ship came out of it. It's pretty big. I don't know. That seems dangerous.
Yes, I don't know exactly how that would work with the ship moving in and out. We may have to find some way to change the design. I haven't worked all that out, but first I would need to learn how they work and figure out how to operate one.
That's a discussion we could have with Zartok. Maybe he knows more about how the construction of these ships are.
Yes. Well, in the meantime,
maybe he's doing something like that right now.
In the meantime, would you mind? I mean, we're all good friends, right? We all trust each other. Is there any reason why I shouldn't inspect your ship? Maybe have a tour?
Wait a minute.
It's a little weird when you say it like that.
What do you mean?
Insight check. I don't know. Why did he say it like that? Is he nervous?
Okay, you want to make an insight check? Roll an insight check.
Roll an insight check now, too.
Okay.
That's so weird. I mean, I'm going to fail because she's terrible.
Why did he say it like that?
5.
Everything seems cool. He seems to have forgiven whatever argument you had earlier.
11 plus 10, 21.
Aster thinks something is strange here.
I do?
Oh, thank God somebody got it. Jessica feels it. Coral doesn't.
Chris was unsure, but apparently Aster knows something's afoot. Are you okay, Olgibar?
I'm fine. Why do you ask?
I don't know. You just seem a little nervous. And, I was there, remember? You, me, Tara. Tara was being so diplomatic with you. And you guys were not agreeing, and you left very angry. But you seem so relaxed, and you're calling us your good friends, and just thought there would be more hurt feelings there.
And you went into World 83 to check out the doppelganger problem?
Oh, there wasn't one. It's nothing to worry about. And now it's all water under the bridge. It's fine.
What? Didn't you guys...
Is it normal for these two gnomes to be serving him?
Make an insight check.
Wait, what?
Well, we know how great I am at that.
Don't do this, Mike. Come on, man.
4.
Come on, man.
Sure.
I can't handle more betrayals from my heart, man.
Can Paxton pick up that Tara and Aster are weirded out by the way that Olgibar is acting?
Sure. You want to make an insight check?
No, I want to cast Zone of Truth on him.
Woo!
Oh. All right.
I leveled up on my Eldritch Knight stuff whenever I was inside.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think that's a cleric thing.
It's a cleric spell.
Yeah. I did that too.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
do
right,
you
you
want me
cast
to
Zone
read
of
what
Truth?
it does or anything?
Yeah, sure.
You create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range, which would be Olgibar. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there must make a charisma saving throw, and on a failed save, the creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. A creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions.
Okay.
Okay, stop for 2 seconds. I'm sorry. Because I leveled up, so I need to know because I can't remember. Did we say that I could not take silvery barbs in this campaign? Or that I could take silvery barbs?
I think we said you could. If it's
That
one
I
of the
could?
standard, if it's in the standard 5e publications, then I think we said you can use it.
All right, then I have that for sure. Now to get rid of Shatter Sending.
Okay.
All my spells are from Kobold Press. Is that a problem?
Yes.
Kobold
I mean,
That
Press.
is a
I've been
problem. No
playing.
Kobold Press spells allowed. All right. So they need to make saving throws, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Uh-oh.
What? Let's see. So I'll tell you what I get. You tell me if they pass or not.
Charisma saving throw, and my save DC is 17.
Okay.
It's important though. If one of the rolls fails, I can make them re-roll it. I can't know what the
We want them to fail. We want to re-roll it if they succeed.
If they succeed,
Okay. Well, Olgibar fails his saving throw,
okay,
and the other people that are in the area of effect. I mean, all of you are in the area of effect here, right?
that's true.
So-
we all need a roll.
Clotilda succeeds.
Tara rolls a 19.
Oh wow. Clotilda succeeds. Bimble fails.
I'll make
And-
Clotilda re-roll.
Okay. Failed.
Okay.
And I also want Coral to make a perception check.
27.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Coral, you notice that while you're talking, Bimble has gone over to the front doors and is gently knocking on the back of the door.
What?
All right, so what do you want to ask? Olgibar says, "You've cast a spell on all of us. What are you doing?"
I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah, I look to Tara, and I say, I just cast Zone of Truth on him. It seemed like you were a little bit
Are
suspicious.
you a doppelganger?
Whoa!
Heck yeah.
And Olgibar says, "What a ridiculous question! I refuse to answer that."
Tara pulls out her sword.
The door opens and Brock steps in.
No.
Could we not
Brock.
get in a fight? I've already blown my 6th and both 5th level spells.
Well,
And Zardock's not here.
With that, Clotilda says, "I think the jig is up. I think we'll have to get rid of them."
Oh.
And they
no.
all
Yay, combat!
change shapes. Their shapes fall away, and they become gray, lumpy humanoids. And we'll find out what happens next time.
Woo! Combat!
Yeah.
Nice. We're gonna see Paxton in action.
Look what you did, Bryan. Look what you did.
Yeah.
Zartok is doing something else. So I think what I'll do is I'll give him Lumpen to control.
Ooh.
I love this.
Oh,
my
don't.
God.
Then if he dies, it's my fault.
Exactly.
Amazing.
And we'll just reanimate him. It's totally fine.
But
Oh,
would
yeah,
he
is that-
lose all
is that
his
a thing?
memories?
We don't know.
That would
I
Should
hurt.
we
don't think
just
so because
mend
he
him?
didn't last time.
If Lumpen dies, can I heal him with mending?
Yeah, yes, what you did before.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
did before, and he didn't lose memories.
Nice.
Okay.
So, Bryan, thank you so much for rejoining us today.
Yay.
And
This is awesome.
we'll
That's
have to
what happened.
schedule a session when you're available again. And it's always trickier with 6 people than with 5.
hmm
And then we'll see how long Bryan can stay with us. This is not a permanent thing. But it's very cool that you were able to join us today. We missed you. And
Yeah, man.
it's great to
That
have you
is
back,
cool.
even if it's only for a bit.
Yeah, this remains the best D&D campaign I've ever been part of. So I'm happy to play a role in
Yeah.
it any way I can.
Me too.
Well, next time we'll be using Foundry. You'll get to see what it's like to use that, and it'll be interesting. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
Have you ever used Foundry before?
I have not.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's nice.
Hey, it's possible for Zartok to be there.
How's that?
Is it?
Sending. Lumping can do a sending spell to him.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he could dimension door. Yeah, it might take a few rounds.
Sweet.